Chrome rain on the windshield, pain in the veins. Every block got ghosts, every name got changed. City whisper in codes when the night goes still. Still heartbeat drumming through a dollar bill. Fast lane fiction, real life fiction. I learned conviction from eviction addiction. Syllables spinning like a saw in the dark. I bite scars in the rhythm, leave a print like art. I've been broke, been chased, been frozen, been cracked. Still wrote manifestos in the cul-de-sac. No luck in the ledger, no saint in my prayer. Just a razor in the pocket and a curse in the air. Double time dialect, fire through my dialect. Life was a ride test, wired in my mind's nest. Fast talk, prophets in a Cadillac sermon. Shot clock ticking on the last minute. Earn every cut in the pavement. Remember my tread, every echo in the hallway. Remember what I said. Move with precision, decision of pride. Decision collision between peace and the ride. They try to cage the flame, I became the smoke. I don't bow, I broke the code. Now I walk through rain with a bulletproof soul. Fast-paced pain in the platinum mold. Stained streets, my DNA in the cracks. I bled truth where the lies could last. Fast life, no breaks, no map. I'm the storm they couldn't trap. Say my name through the static. Every loss became run. Stained streets, that's where I'm from. I don't run, I don't run, I don't run. Gun. Graffiti scriptures under flickering poles. The concrete listens while destiny folds. Hunger taught math, trauma taught tone. I built every bar from a bone I own. Never begged for the favor of fate. I made tables from crates, then I served my plate. Every maybe I heard, I turned to redone. Every rival was a lesson, every threat was fun. Fast tongue fire, wordplay wire. Shoot from the lip like a choir in riot. Shadow in the alley with a glow in the grip. My flow drip heavy like a stolen ship. Heart tick bomb, brain tick plan. Whole city talk like a fan to a fan. They say crime don't pay, maybe not in cash, but I built my crown out of every clash. When silence screams and the sirens fade, stay real in a world that's staged. Let them judge from the curb I paved. I was raised in the maze that the brave engrave. Stained streets, my DNA in the cracks. I bled truth where the lies collapse. Fast life, no breaks, no map. I'm the storm they couldn't trap. Say my name through the static. Every loss became my drum. Stained streets, that's where I'm from. I don't run, I don't run, I don't run, no.
Neon stitches on the windshield, blueprint in the batter while it pulses like a foundry. No favors, no fairy dust, just late bills and a vow I would outlast the boundary. I keep the engine howling over doubt till the echo turns loyal. Started on a milk crate table with a 2-track app and a thrift store cable. Fast hands, fast plans, fast math on a warm brown bag by a radiator. I looped lungs over kick drums, thumbs numb under a desk while I chased income. Polysyllabic physics in a notebook prison. I plotted collision with a concrete kingdom. I studied failure like science, measured every loss till the pattern grew focused. Friends turned tourists when the journey grew feral. I hauled heavy up a narrow stairwell. No mender in winter, only splinters when I spin another meter to heat one dinner. Suits laughed in the lobby at a soggy demo in the copy shop, sleeve in a foggy story. But the rhythm in my rib cage kept me 12 worry. I buried sorry and hurried to the quarry. I mind grit, refined wit, define scripts that climb bricks despite risks. I align bits, every closed door, hinge score. I force floors in the corridors. Breath work, militant, diction, ignition. Precision in position when I aim at the vision. Numbers my religion, not a prison. Independence defines the mission. Hands on the wheel, skyline bright. I chart miles by the fire in the night. If the stairs grow steep and the air grows thin, I glide on the edge like a violin. Stack it, stash it, scale to the rafters. From crates to rafters, from graded chapters. I wrote my name in high-rise glass. No luck, just crafting 100 hard factors. Fast walk, fast talk, fast chalk sketches. I turn stress into steps and stretch it. If the gate won't open, I hinge that frame. Built for the climb, I live in the lane. Contracts read like cliffs in fog. I jog through closets with a wolf dog jog. I never sign a waist spine for a shiny advance. Controller masters is the spine of the dance. Polyrhythm, paragraph delivered like parcels. Passion in the payload, moving sharp through the arsenal. I pour coffee and pain till it quiets. I diet on discipline. City test like a crew pop quiz. I keep tools in rule. I ate noodles over sink steam. Build dream beams with a thrift scheme. Now I bore and pivot with a backroom heart. I protect the art from the chart shark. Double time lecture on the ledge's edge. I measure pressure that could fracture treasure. Elevator minded when the lobby is crowded. Doubt grows loud. I drown it with output. Every setback a seminar and talk. The fork in the road of sport. I don't paint gold on the plastic throne. I own the tone, I own the loan. Legacy is equity in deeds. I seed creed in the teams I lead. When the algorithm dips, I dab like water. From the back room, echo to the penthouse view. I keep truth in the toolkit and hunger in the crew. With the night, throw smoke, get the neon in my chest. I step through the soot with a flame in my breath. Stack it, stash it, scale to the rafters. From crates to rafters, from graded chapters. I wrote my name in high-rise glass. No luck, just crafting 100 hard factors. Fast walk, fast talk, fast chalk sketches. I turn stress into steps and stretch it. If the gate won't open, I hinge that frame. Built for the climb, I live in the lane.
Chrome hearts, black gloves, tennis sole. Every handshake heavy with a hidden toe. We ain't friends, we encrypted roles. Sons of the code, no leaks, no holes. Go. Backseat planted in the bulletproof prayer. Smoke in the air, smells like welfare, despair. Learn how to read eyes, never trust glare. Cause the ones that smile usually weren't there. Had a brother named Ice, heart coded in truth. But he melted quick when they showed the proof. Talk loud once, then the circle move. Cause silence is gold and we don't approve. Every whisper's currency, every not a deal. Every word's a weapon if you know it's real. Talk cheap, but silence that's steel. And I bend that metal till the world kneels. Ad lib cadence, low. Speak once wrong, you get cut below. We ain't killers, just saints and flow. Who erased what betrayal chose to show? No face, no trace, no tears to code. Only loyalty lives in this heavy mode.
Sons of the code, born to vow.
We bleed in silence. We don't bow. If the world wants names, we fade somehow. No talk, no break, no then or now.
Sons of the code, keep that proud. The truth is a whisper, never loud.
Heard a knock at the door, wrong rhythm, wrong tone. Every heartbeat warn you ain't alone. Pull the blinds down, grab the phone, encrypted the plan with a monotone. Every brother got a mirror he fears. Not cops, not ops, just a man in the mirror. Cause once you lie to yourself too clear, the streets reflection starts to sneer. They said trust is glue, but the heat melts that. Said talk's cheap, but the snitch sells that. So I keep my faith where the code sits at. In the lock, in the vault, where the gods are dead. Flow sharp like a laser blade. Mind wide tight like a hand grenade. I play chess on a war parade. Every pawn got a debt unpaid. Raise your glass if your circle stayed. If your truth ain't bent and your word ain't frayed. If loyalty costs, I've already paid. I'm a son of the code, unafraid.
Sons of the code,
No sound, no sin. We live by honor, we die within. From the cradle smoke to the reaper's grin. Our silence echoes where wars begin.
sons of the code.
No sound, no sin.
Low voice, low lights, low pulse on the wire. Names in the ash, truth in the fire. No loose tongues, no friendly choir. Silence is shelter, and loyalty's higher. He moves like a rumor with a fingerprint scar. Eyes like a ledger that remembers each bar. Calendar of secrets in a glove box jar. Maps in his mind where the safe routes are. Door chain whispers, burner phone songs. Coded inflections and the knuckles calm. Talk is a weapon, grandma's bomb. So he trims every syllable like Bond's icon. Tightrope ethics on a rooftop rail. If the badge asks kindly, smiles turn stale. He studied the art of a wordless tale, where blink means yes and a shoe tap hell. Velvet revolvers under linen and gin. Tales get expensive when the walls lean in. Neighbors brew theories with a second-hand grin, but truth wears gloves and a minimalist skin. He learned the price of a careless boast. Seen men go missing like a vanishing post. When a paperclip leak becomes federal toast, and the best friend's echo turns traitor's ghost. So he keeps it sealed like winter ground. Shovel of resolve, no footprints found. A syllable squeal, that squeal gets crowned. But the crown is a target in a circle sound. No face, no feature, no name to trace. Only oath beneath the occupied space. Neon Omerta. Lights hum low. You either guard the gate or you feed the crow. Neon Omerta. Keep that vow. If you cannot hold water, you drown right now. Neon Omerta. Hush that breath. Loose words, right warrants, fast track death. He remembers Rico with the velvet laugh. Who sold his crew for a half and a half. Swore he'd retire on a coral stone path, but the ocean took payment in aftermath. He remembers Lacey with a serpent grace. Skated through rooms with a caviar face. Picked a location for a gold briefcase. Now the river keeps secrets at a permanent pace. So he keeps nose folded like parachute silk. Moves like Mercury, never spills milk. Wears black patience like a cashmere quilt. And rinses his conscience in bourbon and silk. Rhythm gets faster when the van door slides. Pulse in the temple like a drum that guides. Every step mirrored by shadowy sides. Till the whispering city finally divides. He picks his brothers with a locksmith's ear. Tests for the click where the tumbler's clear. If the vibe rings false or the answer's smear, he fades like fog and he disappears. Not a saint, not a hero, not a fable to sell. Just a man with a ledger and a private hell. But I'll throw that match at the mouth of a well. If the code gets broken, that's a tolling bell. Glass in the neon, blood in the tone. Truth wears a mask when the wire gets blown. If love means anything under this dome, it's guarding the secret like a family home. Neon Omerta. Lights hum low. Guard the covenant, never let it show. Neon Omerta. Vow like stone. If silence is armor, then walk alone. Neon Omerta. Hush that breath. Break that promise and you bargain with death. Neon Omerta. Neon Omerta. Neon Omerta.
Street lamp standing like a vinyl whip. Yeah, yeah. Midnight stitches my breath to the abyss. Yeah. Gloves on jaw, say heartbeat metronome. Yeah. If danger got an address, I call it home. Yeah. I came with a wrench, was louder than Creed, where a promise wears holes in the corners bleed. Double time syllables ping on brick. I turn panic to pattern and make it stick. Bust stop prophets preaching over the steam. I took every failure and welded a beam. Pocket was famine, mine was a meal. Turning scrap into scripture by sheer will. Yeah. Hunger taught rhythm, pavement taught pace. I learned to chorus with a stone cold face. Neon reflections bruise my hood. I map new routes where the old ones stood. My laces no valleys, my shadow knows law. I count 10 beats while the cameras draw. Ad-libs minimal. Go, move. lock. I coil my focus like a spring wound clock. If mercy is scarce, I farm it inside. I cash out silence where the loud ones hide. Ledger of losses turn turbine strong. I rev my throat and I lengthen the song. Every nameplate rusted on a chain link gate. I etch my initials till I bent that fate. Switchblade lullaby, sharpen and low. I hum through the thunder and cut through the snow. Switchblade lullaby, sing to the fight. Rock a whole block with a steel bone right. Switchblade lullaby, glow in the night. I cradle my fear and I teach it to bite. Switchblade lullaby, throttle light. I polish my scars till they mirror my mind. Switchblade lullaby, switchblade lullaby. Neighborhood physics, gravity hustles. Paper thin truths under bullet muscle. I keep a blueprint folded like wings. Open it only when the pressure sink. Triplet on triplet, turbine tongue. I break two tempos like a ladder rung. Backhand destiny, forearmed out. I parry the rumor and route it out. Numbers on notebooks, fingerprints faint. I budget my breath like a battlefield saint. Spin out Mondays for closure news. I turn evictions to executive views. Not by wishing, not by charm, just brick by brick with a welded arm. Talk stays cheap where the cheap talk loud. I invoice fate while they chase the crowd. Chrome on the curb like a cold sunrise. I toast to the ground with them blinking eyes. Yeah, I don't romanticize trauma I walk. I sanitize pain and I build me a door. Then kick that door with a handmade boot and tunnel the future from raw pursuit. I keep my focus like a surgeon thread. Tie hope to the hinge where the doubters fled. If luck shows late, I tax its grace. Compound the interest in a bulletproof case. I read the skyline like a cipher text. Skip every comma where the timid rest. When doors say later, I mark them red. Then pride with the pride bar inside my head. Yeah. Raise a glass to the nights I froze, to the cracked lip prayers and the thrift store clothes. If the ceiling lowers, I fold it twice. Turn it to a stair and I name my price. Switchblade lullaby, I sing to the fight. Rock a whole block with a steel bone right. Switchblade lullaby, glowing light. I cradle my fear and I teach it to bite. Yeah. Switchblade lullaby, oath in the night. Tuck the storm in and tell it goodnight. Yeah. Switchblade lullaby, switchblade lullaby. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Call me the scribbler on the glass of fate. I tag my name on the boardroom gate. From a basement breath to a towered state, I vandalize ceilings till the stars inflate. Yeah. We mode mantra, we were broke as a rumor. Bodega dinners and the landlord's humor. Power went out, but the grind grew truer. We lit our plans with a phone screen looming. First person plural with a plural spine. Pass one mic down the breadline time. Ghosts in our pockets and a nickel to dime. We sharpened our hunger to the surgical fine. Fast flow, multiplex, syllable lattice. Snap to the snare like a courtroom gavel. Sprint through doubt with a marathon status. Convert hard gravel to a velvet travel. Ad libs loud. Go, push, line, win. We kick through doors with a violin grin. Mix grit with grace. Pour thunder in thin and spin old losses into oxygen. Numbers get honest when you sweat receipts. Deadbolts soften when persistence repeats. We bargain with fear till the interest depletes. Then sign a deal with invincible beats. If the gate is guarded by glass, you know, we etch our initials till the fibers glow. Skyline vandal, break that pain. Etch my tag in the CEO lane. Skyline vandal, stain their shame. Paint my rise on a platinum frame. Skyline vandal, claim that claim. Turn boardroom hush to a stadium flame. I learned the grammar of a title deed. Subject is hustle, object is need. Verbs like own, modifiers lead. Punctuation made of stainless speed. We built from a sawdust budget and grit. Patched our lungs and refused to quit. Made the elevator by building a lift. Boat by boat till the balance flip. Now marble floors echo sneakers that squeak, reminding the room we began at the meet. I talk in returns while the skeptics speak, and cash in the vision that never took weak. Double time thunder in a triple lock move. Courtesy sharp but the logic is rude. If can't get served I season the food. Plate that doubt and make profit from few. No crown on loan, no throne on leash, no fragile grand for a rented piece. If power's a puzzle I own the piece, and click it in place till the noises cease. Raise your phone like a lantern high, screenshot proof of a wider sky. Every bruise we wore became carbon dye. We wrote our logo on the reason why.
Skyline bando,
Break that pain, etch my tag in the CEO lane.
skyline bando,
Stain their shame, paint my rise on a platinum frame.
skyline bando.
Claim that claim, from gutter to glitter, I flame the game. Okay.
Street lights blink like Morris on a blackout block. Cold taps in the rain while the night locks. We move silent with a pact in the veins. Same old, same flame. Loyalty is a language you can't fake in captions. It lives in fractions, it bleeds in actions. I took bullets of doubt with a grin for the faction. Ran laps in ashes while the city played distraction. Skin a chatter jabbing like a snake in a sleeve. I breathe through the weave and I never let it leave. Polysyllabic talk in the war reports. I contort through courts with a storm in my shorts. I translate hate to a plan I create. Every favor has a ledger and a name in the spine. Every debt weighs heavy till you pay it with time. I pay dues in advance with an avalanche grind. I sign with my mind when the lines incline. Cold corners is chapels, we knelt to the steel. We felt what we feel and we dealt without squeal. No choir for the quiet who keep faith when it's died. We wire desire the ties of fire. I remember a winter with a brother in a cell. We mail hope in a letter with a whisper in the shell. He taught me a secret is a ship in a storm. Once torn it flips and never returns to form. If you ride then ride, if you hide then slide. We don't gamble with the oath on the side. I keep stealing the wheel and a seal on the ties. If the bridge gets burned, let it die where it lies. This is the oath, not a post for the net, not a toast in a jet, not a boast in a check. We protect what we said with the breath that we kept. We step how we step with respect on the step. Fast pace, hard bass, cold face, no flex. We move quiet, but the silence write checks. If betrayal puts a blade in the frame, we replace it with a flame and a name. He whispered to a badge while he laughed in the booth. Played both sides like a mirror in a room with truth. Heat in my ribs like a forging rain. Every memory stained by the scorch of his name. But I won't let venom be the fuel for the engine. I turn anger into edges and momentum into mention. Loyalty's elastic but it never snaps twice. Once broken it is tokens on a shelf for ice. Meanwhile my circle's still tight, like a tourniquet. We audit every word in the covenant. We split wins and losses, mills and drought. Keep doubt out the house, keep wolves off the route. Cadence like a rotor on a medevac line. I triage every wound in the grind. I remember his daughter's birthday at the shelter. We passed hashtag cash, her weather like a welder. He threw it away for a shortcut show. So for a script in light too low. I accept what it is, but the mission won't bend. I invest in the rest, let the story find end. If the law plays chess with a crooked set, we reset and never forget. Put a hand on my chest, feel the drum of the vow. Every thump is a promise that I honor right now. If the storm draws near and the ground try to shake, we anchor in the creed till the clouds finally break. This is the oath, not a post for the net, not a toast in a jet, not a boast in a check. We protect what we said with the breath that we kept. We step how we step with respect on the step. Fast pace, hard bass, cold face, no flex. We move quiet but the silence write checks. If betrayal puts a blade in the frame, we replace it with a flame and a name. Same old, same flame. Same code, same aim. We survive by the bond, we defined by the name.
Neon on the windshield, skyline like a crown. I keep the engine loud enough to drown the doubt. Blueprint folded in my wallet, ink bleeding out. Route drawn sharp through the grit and the drought. Started with a milk crate table in a 2-track dream. Loop break beat, screaming through a thrift store screen. I was speed reading failure while I free wrote schemes. Double time speech, teeth grit, gasoline steam. Every setback was a seminar on pressure. Measuring the ledger while the city tested texture. I stitched lectures in the margins of a rent note. Slept next to a checklist in a trench coat. Rapid tap metronome, tapping on the window. Window wind thin, 10 toes in the limbo. I speak in polysyllables, pivot like a miracle. Calibrate the spiritual, never make it cynical. I kept motion in the midnight, focus in the flicker. Pour coffee in the pain, made the motor thicker. Friends turned tourists when the journey grew long. I stay purposeful and stubborn like a courthouse stone. Every block taught a code, every code had a gate. Every gate had a guard, every guard had a place. So I served what I cooked in the lab, but the struggle flipped grams of a plan and expanded the bubble. Hands on the wheel, eyes on the rise. I map out the miles by the light in my mind. If the stairs get steep and the air gets thin, I breathe like a blade and I cut my way in.
Stack it, stash it, scale it to the rafters. From crates to the rafters, from grade to the chapters. I roll my name in the glass of the high-rise afters. No luck, just crafting 100 hard factors.
Fast talk, fast walk, fast chalk sketches. I turn stress into steps, then I stretch it. If the gate don't open, I hinge that frame. I was built for the climb, I live in the lane. Now I'm elevator minded when the lobby feel crowded. Strategy surrounded by the doubt that once shouted. I remember eating noodles with a pocket full of warrants. Now the boardrooms echo with the thunder of the chorus. I still run the cadence like the Pistons in the Charger. Bars through the jargon make the targets feel smaller. Polyrhythm paragraphs delivered like parcels. Passion in the payload, moving through the arsenal. Cinematic slow, pan desk lamp glow. Pen taps tempo, city hum low. Contracts stare like cliffs in the fog. I jog through the closets like a pit with a log. Never sign away the spine for a shiny advance. Keep control of the masters in the timing of the dance. Independent, indelible. My credit is a sentinel. I build like a festival and guard it like a sentinel. I ain't here to cosplay, well for the feed. I see legacy in D's that the season can't bleed. When the algorithm dips, I don't trip, I adapt. Shit faster, flip faster, still stick to the map. Speed lace syllables, precision like a surgeon. Merging every version of the hustle into purpose. From the back room echo to the penthouse view, I kept truth in the toolkit and hunger in the crew. If the night throws smoke at the neon in my chest, I step through the suit with a flame in my breath. Stack it, stash it, scale it to the rafters. From crates to the rafters, from grade to the chapters. I wrote my name in the glass of the high-rise afters. No luck, just crafting 100 off factors. Fast talk, fast walk, fast chalk sketches. I turn stress into steps, then I stretch it. If the gate don't open, I hinge that frame. I was built for the climb, I live in the lane. Yeah, city breathing diesel, heart beating evil. Chrome kiss my reflection, no sequel. Street baptized me in a basin of glass. Made me bleed just to teach me class. Fast lane fever, asphalt preacher. Still in the palm, I'm a silent teacher. I seen lies get sewn in the seams of a code, and the truth get buried in the dirt of a road. Multisyllabic massacre, syntax surgical, grim math vertical. Rhythm irreversible, fast flow spitting like a semi-auto syllable. Metaphors criminal, miracles minimal. Every scar on my wrist is a barcode. Tracking every promise that I sold for gold. I was broken to bone but bold in the breath. Turn pain to a path, map it out from the mess.
Whole click militant, no slip innocent. Move like instruments, tuned for incidents.
Every shadow in the alley got a whisper. Keep faith sharp, death comes quicker. No sleep, I'm a freak in the grind zone. Heartbeat, double time, teeth on a milestone. Every cut, every bruise made armor in me. Every loss just sharpened the harmony. If the block wanna break me, let it try. I was born from the storm in the devil's eye.
Blood in the concrete, soul in the chrome.
Ain't no peace where the steel call home.
Fast life, hard code.
No
retreat zone. I'm a ghost with a crown and a backbone of stone.
Say what, say less, say less.
Pay that debt,
Every sin that I walk,
turn my fate to a threat.
blood in the concrete.
I'm still here, made fear disappear when I shifted the gear. Now the clock tick, venom and the beat go loud. Every syllable a weapon when I speak to the crowd. I was knee deep, sleepless, neck in the fire. Grew desire from the wire, build empire from the tire. Hands black from the work, heart red from the burn. Lessons learned, turn scars into stern. They said life is a race, I said nah, it's a raid. Every breath I take's a grenade I made. Double clutch syllables, flow aerodynamic. Panic in the static, automatic in the habit. Turn pressure to progression, confession to aggression. I don't pray for possession, I just bleed my profession. No disguise in my rise, I'm a product of grit. Every bar that I spit's like a bullet that fits. Street poet with a scope and a pen full of venom. System tried to box me, I went ghost and denim. When the world goes dark, I glow like ignition. Every loss rewired my vision. I don't fold, I evolve with precision. Still soul, no permission.
Blood in the concrete.
Soul in the chrome. Ain't no peace where the steel call home. Fast life, hard cold. No retreat zone. I'm a ghost with a crown and a backbone of stone.
Say what, say less, say less.
Pay that debt.
Every sin that I walk,
Turn my fate to a threat.
blood in the concrete.
I'm still here. I'm the echo of the block that they all still fear.
Gold teeth grin through the ashes I made. Luxury born from a war parade. I don't chase crowns, I invade. Golden scars, that's the armor I laid. Started broke in a no-name flat. Mold on the wall, hunger like a bat. Now penthouse walls in my combat chat. Cause I turned dirt floors to aristocrat. Fast flow venom, adrenaline storm. Bulletproof brain in a silk uniform. I'm a weapon disguised in a human form. Heat of my words, world can't conform. Every verse is a scar that healed in gold. Every loss reborn, every truth retold. I don't chase revenge, I hold till karma cashes in what it stole. Hard nights turn my veins to real. Each breath I take's a survival tale. The storm ain't over, I inhale. Turn lightning bolts into stock for sale. I rap like lawsuits, ruthless tight. My tongue's a contract signed in spite. I live where night outshines daylight, and my enemies quote me to rewrite. They try to cage me, now I own the zoo. Told me you can, now I rent that view. Golden scar theory, I don't heal like glow. Every wound I wear, let the world know. If pain was currency, I'd overflow. Cause I turned every cut into a show. Golden scar theory, proof I grow. The dirt made diamonds, now they bout slow. Every failure fed me better than fame. I eat regret like a protein flame. Fast double time when they call my name. Cause I run on trauma and I love that game. No label owns me, I invoice fate. If success was a war, I'd decorate. I made a mansion from a barricade, and I still got hunger I can't sedate. Talk luxury, I built mine raw. Polish my flaws till they drop their jaw. Every scar on my chest, that's law. Proof I never bed, I just saw the saw. Trap drums echo with a hustler's creed. Basslines thump where the angels bleed. When they doubt, I proceed with speed. Cause failure's fertilizer, I plan and lead. Gold chain glints where the knife once cut. Proof that I profit from every rut. I don't need pity, I don't need luck. Just beats and blood in a semi-truck. Raise a glass for the bruised who thrive. For the ghosts who push us to stay alive. For the cracks that let the light survive. That's golden scar, that's why I golden scar theory, I don't heal like glow. Every wound I wear, I let the world know.